Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School, Thaif. I am Muhammad Yasin. This English class is for the students of grade 5. Today we shall start brighter grammar from first chapter. After reading today's lesson, at the end of today's lesson, we shall be able to understand subject and predicate. At the same time, we shall be able to supply suitable subjects to the given sentences. The first page of first chapter of Brighter Grammar looks like this. I have divided it into two parts to make it a little bigger. Let us start reading. Look at the following sentences. The peon rings the bell. Samad eats an apple. This flower is beautiful. In sentence 1, the words the peon show us the person we talk about. It is the subject. It is the subject of the sentence. The peon is the subject of the sentence. The peon rings the bell. Similarly, in sentence 2, the word Samad shows us the person we talk about. Samad is the subject of the sentence. Samad eats an apple. Again, in sentence 3, the words the flower show us the thing we talk about. This flower is the subject of the sentence. This flower is beautiful. The words rings the bell in sentence 1 are the predicate of the sentence. The peon rings the bell. Whatever is left in a sentence after you take out the subject is called the predicate. In sentence 2, the predicate is eats an apple. In sentence 3, is beautiful is the predicate. Sometimes we come across a sentence which seems to have no subject. For example, come here, sit down. In such sentences, the subject, you, is understood. In a normal sentence, the subject is usually at the beginning. But often, especially in dramatic or poetic situation, it is not so. For example, in a normal sentence, it comes, the hero deserves the award. In poetic form, the award the hero deserves. Dramatic form, out came the hero. Yes, this is the guidance given in our book to understand what is subject and what is object. Sorry, what is predicate. What is subject and what is predicate. After this, there is first exercise. Before starting the first exercise, let us watch a short video to understand more properly what is a subject and what is a predicate.
Subject and predicate. A complete sentence has two parts, a subject and a predicate. For example, people from all nations go to see the Eiffel Tower.
In this sentence,
People from all nations
is the naming part, also called the subject. The subject tells whom or what the sentence is about.
The subject is either a noun or a noun phrase.
All the words in the subject are together called the complete subject.
The other part of the sentence, that is, go to see the Eiffel Tower, is the telling part, also called the predicate. The predicate tells something about the subject. It begins with a verb. All the words in the predicate are together called the complete predicate.
Yes, students. Now we shall start first exercise. The first part of first exercise is the little boys are laughing. The little boys are laughing. What did we learn? We learned the person or thing about which or about whom we are talking is the subject of the sentence. What will be the subject of this first sentence? Its subject will be the little boys. Its subject will be the little boys. What will be the predicate? Its predicate will be are laughing. Are laughing. Come to the second sentence. In the same way, what is there about whom or about which we are talking in sentence number 2? Yes, we are talking about Aziz. This means Aziz will be the sentence. Aziz will be the subject of this sentence. And what will be the predicate of this sentence? Predicate will be went to school. Come to sentence number 3. What will be the subject of this sentence? The sun will be the subject of this sentence. Why? Because we are talking about the sun in this sentence. And what will be the predicate? Predicate will be rises in the east. Come to the fourth sentence. About whom are we talking in sentence number 4? We are talking about his father. Therefore, his father will be the subject of this sentence. And other than the subject, what is left in the sentence? Gave him some money. That will be the predicate of this sentence. In sentence number 4, what is the subject? I. What will be the predicate? Put on my clothes. Yes. Now we know we have done first 5 parts of first exercise. We know now. What shall we do? Here is written, divide these sentences into the subject and the predicate. We have to divide each sentence into 2 parts, subject and predicate. We know what is subject and what is predicate. Let us divide it now. There are different ways we can underline both separately. But here we shall put a box for the subject and underline the predicate. For example, in first sentence, what is the subject? Subject is the little boys. I have put it in a box. And what is left is the predicate. We shall draw a line under it. We shall do this exercise like this. We shall put each subject of each sentence in a box and underline the predicate. Let us do number 2. Yes, Aziz is the subject. We have put it in a box. Now we shall underline the predicate. In the same way, we shall do question number 3. The sun is subject. Rises in the east is predicate. Sentence number 4. Sentence number 5. In number 5, only I is the subject. The remaining part of the sentence is predicate. Yes, students. In number 6, it is written, he gets up early in the morning. What is subject? He is the subject. Gets up early in the morning is the predicate. In number 7, what is the subject? He. Predicate is a poor man. In number 8, what is the subject? The older boys. Predicate are talking. In number 9, he is the subject. Is reading his lesson. Predicate. My dog, subject. Is barking. Predicate. The zoo, subject. Is an interesting place. Predicate. Rita, subject. Went to Quetta last night. Predicate. Anwar and Ahmed, subject. Are brothers. Predicate. The little bird, subject. Is sitting in the nest. Predicate. The egg, subject. Is white. Predicate. You can see it very well. The first part of the sentence tells us about whom, about which we are talking. That is the subject. About what are we talking here in number 16? We are talking about the lion. Therefore, the lion will be our subject. What is the lion doing? Is roaring. We can say, other than the lion, what is the remaining part of the sentence? Is roaring. Therefore, is roaring will be the predicate. Number 17, Sami. About whom are we talking in number 17? About Sami. Therefore, Sami will be the subject of the sentence. Is a naughty boy. Is a naughty boy will be predicate. What is the subject in number 18? My neighbors. What will be predicate? Are very good. In number 19, the earth will be the subject and the predicate will be revolves around the sun. In number 20, what is the subject? My sister. Predicate will be is 6 years old. Yes, students. We have done the first exercise. This is the second exercise. This is a little different from the first exercise. What is the difference? The difference is in this exercise, in each sentence, predicate is given and we have to supply the subject of the sentence. Subject of the sentence. For example, in first sentence, it is written, plow their fields. Who plow the fields? Farmer or farmers? Now, we have to decide what shall we write here, the farmer or the farmers. Do you know? Yes. The subject will be written according to the verb. According to the verb. This verb is plow. This verb is plow. If there is no s with verb, it is called plural verb. Yes, it is called plural verb. Plural verb means subject will be plural. Subject will be plural. In part number 1, our subject will be plural because the verb is plural. Yes, you can say there is no s with verb. It is like this. When there is a singular noun like boy, we put s with the noun to make it plural. Boys is a plural, but it is not the same with verbs. We change verbs into plural in a different way. In fact, exactly in opposite way. We add s at the end of noun to make it plural. But we do not do the same with the verb to change it into plural. Then what shall we write? In number 1, we shall write the farmers plow their fields. Why we wrote here the farmers, not the farmer? Because verb is a plural verb. Plow is a plural verb. When there is not s with the verb, it is called plural verb. And there should be an agreement between subject and verb. Subject should be according to the requirement of the verb. Here verb is plural, therefore the subject will also be plural. Let us move to the next part. Here is written, is sleeping in the cradle. Is a singular verb. Therefore, our subject will be singular also. What shall we write? We can write any subject. The man, the boy, the girl. What I have written here, the baby. The baby is sleeping in the cradle. Let us move to number 3. In number 3, there is written barks at night. Barks at night. Barks is a singular verb now. This is a little different. But you try to understand, you will understand. No problem. Here, I told you, plow is a plural verb because there is no s with it. This verb is called plural. When there is s with noun, we call it plural. But when there is no s with verb, we call it plural. Okay. If here is box, what will be our subject? Our subject will be the dog because box is singular. S comes with first form of the verb when the subject is singular. Let us move to the next. Here is written teach. With teach, what shall we write? The teacher or teachers? We shall write the teacher. Why? Because teach is the singular verb. Let us move to the next. A horse cannot fly. It is not necessary to write the same subjects which I am writing here. You can write by yourself. That will be correct also. Let us move to number 6. In number 6, it is written, crow in the morning. You have to decide here what will be here, the crow or the crows. The crows. Why we shall write here the crows? Because there is no S with the first form of the verb. When there is no S with the first form of the verb, this is called plural verb. S come with singular subject and the verb is called singular if there is no S. Sorry, if there is no S, it is plural verb. If there is S, it is singular verb. Let us move to the next. The flower is beautiful. We can see what is the verb? Is. With is, we shall write singular subject. Come to the next. Here is written reads. Reads is a singular verb. With singular verb, we shall write singular subject. In other words, simply saying, we can say, with singular subject, we write S with first form of the verb. And when there is S with first form of the verb, we call it singular verb. We call it singular verb. Let us move to the next. Number 9. Killed a sheep. The wolf. The wolf killed a sheep. Number 10. A washerman. A washerman washes our clothes. Here is the same thing. You can see here is written washes. Washes. There is S with the first form of the verb. S comes with the first form of the verb when the subject is singular, third person singular. And when there is S with the first form of the verb, we call it singular verb. We call it singular verb. Okay. I have told you about singular verb and plural verb. I told you in a different way also that if the subject is singular, there will be S with the first form of the verb. This is called subject-verb agreement. This is called subject-verb agreement. What does it mean? It means the subject will come according to the verb. According to the verb. If there is S with the first form of the verb, the subject will be singular. If there is no S with the first form of the verb, the subject will be plural. Let us see this rule, this subject-verb agreement in a short video. We shall try to understand it more properly in this short video. Let us see. Let us watch it.
Subject-verb agreement. Every sentence has a subject and a verb which must be in agreement. Singular verbs agree with singular subjects and plural verbs agree with plural subjects. For example, my mother works at a clinic. Here, mother is a singular subject with works as the singular verb. Another example, They work together at the workshop. Here, they is a plural subject with work as the plural verb.
Yes, the same thing is said in this video also. Okay, let us move to the next part, that is number 11. Here is written, play in the park. What shall we write? What should be our subject? The boy or the boys? Here will be the boys, because this play is a plural verb. Yes. S will come only if the subject is singular. If here is no S, subject will be plural. Let us move to the next. There will be singular subject. I have written here the car. You can write anything else, whatever you like. Let us move to the next. Fly in the air. What fly in the air? The birds. We cannot write here the bird, because if we write here the bird, it will be wrong, because with singular subject, here there should be S with the first form of the verb. Let us move to the next. Are walking. Are is a plural verb. We have to write plural subject. Let us move to the next. Yes, in number 15, it is written are talking. Are is a plural verb. We have to write here the girls. Let us move to the next. Gets up in the morning. What will be our verb? The farmer. Farmer will be singular, because here is S with the first form of the verb. Due to this S, it has become singular verb. That is why our subject will also be singular. In next sentence, here is written is, our subject will be singular. Abdullah is an intelligent boy. In the same way, here is written eats. Due to this eats, it has become singular. We shall write here singular subject. Next is also singular. Number 20 is also singular. Our subject will be singular. I have written here my father. You can write anything else also. Dear students, we have done two exercises, exercise 1 and 2. And you know very well, whatever we do in our classroom, in our class, if we do not do it at home again, we forget it. Very important it is to do it again in your notebook. You will do exercise 1 and exercise 2 again in your notebook. Some of the students don't have their books. That is why I shall show you exercise 1 once again. This is exercise 1. You can see it from here to do it in your notebook. This is exercise 2. You can see it from here to do it in your notebook. This will be your homework. That is all from our today's lesson. See you later in a new lesson. Until then, goodbye.